Hello everyone. Just as I hit the button, I remembered that there's something that's not up here that I needed. So, excuse me for just a moment, please. So today, happy Monday, we are going to talk about the Darling donkeys. And I'm going to show you a few things that I have been up to. Sorry for all the crinkling. I wanted to find sorry, this is terrible. I'm so sorry. But I know my most humble apologies here. That one. I don't know where the little devil has gotten off to. Well, maybe that is the only one. Okay. So the donkeys. What are the donkeys that I'm talking about? You've probably seen. I think they're super, super cute in the Celebration brochure. And I should probably turn this down to show you this. So I'm going to go ahead. You don't need to look at my face anyway. My hair is having an uncooperative day. I thought it was okay till a minute ago. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to do this. And then that. Okay. So, hello, Joyce. How are you tonight? Have you got snow? We had flurries today here for a little while. So, okay, Celebration brochure. Celebration this year lasts January and February. Then we're going to have another round later in the summer. But right now, these are the products that are available for free with a $50 purchase. And what I failed to do last week was help you put together kind of a suggested cart, I guess. And so I want to do that today. If I don't do that as part of the video, I will come back and do it when I edit the post. So last week we focused on the paper blooms and this beautiful paper. And I am still making lots of things with it. I mean, look at this card. Isn't this fun? We're going to follow this design and do something different with it today. But isn't that just super fun and super, super simple? We could take these same pieces and do just, well, anyway, very versatile, but very easy. So it's a fancy fold that has no fanciness to it at all. So last week was the paper blooms. Every week of Celebration, we are going to focus on a different product. So this week is the Darling donkeys, and there are, let's see, 8 stamps in the set. Okay, and we can look at these. I've actually got the set here to show you. They are cling, which means they are red rubber. You mount them to your clear block and you cannot see through them. Sometimes with your cling mount stamps, you may want to use your Stamparatus to, depending on how critical it is, how critical the placement of your design is. All right, so that's the donkeys. They are here on page 4 of the Celebration brochure, and they are a free selection with a $50 order. Now, speaking of orders, we're having quite a few glitches in the ordering system, both ordering as a customer and ordering a demonstrator kit. So please, if you're ready to place an order for your kit, reach out and let me know. Let me help you with that to make sure that you get the most for your money as possible. So speaking of the most for your money as possible, this is 200 sheets of exclusive 6x6 paper, one package, one set for each color family. And what I learned last week is that in the catalog that comes out in May, these will be available to everyone at that point. But right now, the only way you can get them is to order the starter kit. The starter kit is the best deal in in the lineup. If your wish list totals $100 or more, then we need to order a starter kit for you. You can be a discount shopper. You can build a business. It's really up to you what you'd like to do, but you're going to get this package of 200 sheets of paper included. Right? You're going to pick out $125 in products, any products that you want in the catalog. I have someone that's going to join because she wants the new die cut and emboss machine. So that's going to be the bulk of her starter kit, is that machine. Someone else wanted paper and designer series paper, cardstock and designer series paper. It could be envelopes, could be adhesive. It's whatever it needs to be to meet your crafting needs. And then you're going to get this on top of that. You're going to get a free paper pumpkin kit included. Super, super, super good deal. Now, if this isn't your thing, even though it's the best deal, it's not the best deal for you, that's okay. But you are going to get, with your order, you're going to get some extra things. So this catalog is good January through the end of June, and lots of amazing things. I love this catalog. I think more than, I have the majority of that catalog circled, and I'm working my way through it as fast as I can. So let me set this out of my way because I don't think I'm going to use it tonight. This is one of the cards that I have made with the Darling Donkeys. And this beautiful paper, Field and Flowers, is also a celebration choice. And it is paper that we're going to use in bingo on the 29th. So I'm going to give you a real quick sneak peek of the cards from bingo. Let me take them out of these envelopes though. Because, okay, got to get you off camera here. Instructions are on the back. So these are, samples are prepped, notes are taken. So I just need to turn that into a tutorial and see if I can hand it off to a helper to do the preparing of the kits for everybody that's going to play. So I've got about 20 spots at this point available. All right, so I'll go ahead and show you the stamp set too. So I think it is on page, isn't this awesome that I can flip through the catalog now and show you? Oh, that is not the right one. Okay. This is the stamp set, the bundle that we're going to be using. It's called In Bloom. 25 dies in this set. Oh my gosh, right? 25. Sweet little label, 2 of these, some great big flowers, some duplicates. Really, I love this little bow. You've got a stem, some centers of your flower, although you could use some of the other flowers as centers and layer up. But so this is the stamp set and the dies. Now I'm going to do all the die cutting for you, or my helper will. You're going to get that in your kit. So, but there is a card that you're going to need to stamp, and of course you're going to need to stamp your greetings. So you can add on the stamp set or the bundle to your bingo. So bingo is $25. The bundle is $48.50. You don't pay. I pay the shipping and the tax on that, so it's the catalog price, $48.50 or $17 for just the stamp set. All right, so now the samples. I'm really kind of excited. All right, so here is the first card. So remember, all this die cutting is going to be done for you. You're going to just arrange on the card how you want to. You'll have this ribbon and you'll stamp your greeting. And then of course you can stamp the inside of your card as well as your envelope. This is card number 2. And again, you're stamping your greeting. These die cut pieces are going to come and you're simply going to layer them on your card. This paper is just beautiful. Card number 3. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of options here. I'm going to send the black label So you can do the white heat embossing if you have that. I'm also going to send you a white label that you can use if you want to stamp in black instead. And then, but your squares are going to come cut and your little flower and leaves are going to come. Hey Johnny, we can talk in a little while about what you need to do. So this card is stamped. All right, so I've stamped the flowers, the leaves, the stem, the tiny flowers, and the greeting. You could always use a different stamp set if you didn't have this one and weren't going to get it this time. It is a darling stamp set. It wasn't one that I was going to get initially. How often do I say that? A lot. So one card has a lot of stamping on it, and then the other three just have a little bit of stamping, and you get to work with these beautiful, can you see the detail in the die cuts? Aren't they sweet? And then that beautiful paper, field and flower paper in each card. So that's bingo. Let's see. Also have a class on the 29th. That's the monthly card club. It is a $30 class, includes a goodie bag, and we are going to be working with the Pretty Perennials bundle for that. This is the set that I stamped with last week when I showed you the Paper Blooms bundle. Paper Blooms paper, sorry. So that is the $30 class, $38 if I need to mail it to you. All right, getting things off my table here. I want to show you how to put together these little treat boxes, because I am loving these treat boxes. They are very, very sturdy, really sturdy. Okay, I've had people talk about sending these in the mail, and it's a good size, right? It is 1.5 inches tall, and what? 1, 2, 3, 4, a little over 4 inches long. So 1.5 inches, 4, yeah, and not quite 3 inches this way. So great size, will hold a lot, but it is quite interesting in the construction. So they come in a box, in a bag, package of 10, right? These are in the mini catalog, so you can purchase these. So it's 2 pieces. So you need one of those and then one of these. And I want to use these for Valentine's Day, so I'm hoping that there's some decorating in my near future for this. Okay, this is the top, the sleeve that just slides on. Okay, so that's the easy part. This part, and I'm very grateful for the demonstrator that showed me this. So this part comes like this. The first thing I would encourage you to do is to fold on these score lines, because it becomes a lot more clear once you do. Okay, so fold your flaps in, fold here, fold this one, and then 3 more. So lots of score lines, right? And you're looking at this thing going, oh my gosh, seriously? So I'm trying to think now, what happens first? All right, the first one is this guy. Okay, so down here, oh gosh, is it? Is it? Yes, it is. All right, so this is going to come over like this. Okay, so the adhesive needs to go right here. So I'm going to get my silicone mat, and I'm going to get my Stampin' Seal Plus, because that's a strong adhesive. And I'm going to put that right there. And I went a little over, so I'm just going to fold that in. So then now I need to, this is going to go right here on this line. Okay, so I've just done that. Now this piece is actually going to form the very bottom of your box. So it goes and then locks into place there, right? You with me so far? Okay, so it has just locked into this piece that you just put down, and it folds up. Now, these are going to happen the same way that that other one did, right? So this is going to come up, over, and then that flap is going to be the bottom, okay? So, and it's acting like it would stay with no adhesive, but I would put adhesive on it. It's such a sturdy little box, right? So I'm going to tuck my flaps in, hold it at the proper angle, and bring that over, push it into place, and then reinforce it. Do the same over here. Put my adhesive. Bring this up. Then take this over. And there you go. That is your box. Guys, it's really sturdy. I'm pressing on it. It is holding its shape. I love, love, love this box. So I looked earlier about, oh my gosh. Okay, so the ribbon fits. You could put a chapstick in here. If you really love them, maybe put AirPods, earbuds, whatever these things are called. Okay, a blend's not going to fit. Scissors are not going to fit. No, seal isn't going to fit. But candy, isn't that box awesome? Yes. So Valentine's, I can't wait. But yes, putting it together the first time, I'm so glad I had seen a demonstration. All right, what else do we have? Okay, so here's our stamp set. I pulled out a couple of different embellishments from the mini catalog, these opal rounds, and then these little stinking hearts. These donkeys are just really cute. And you might recall, I think this is what I thought I was doing. Okay, so here is my book of celebration. So let's go to the donkeys page. All right, so here are the donkeys. You can almost see both pages. I've colored them with my Stampin' Blends on all of them. So, so sweet. This little guy's just so, so sweet. Let's see what we can do with them. We're going to use different paper. This is all with the ombre paper. And we're going to use Field and Flower, which, okay, now that I've said that, let's pull up these. Okay, so here is the Flower and Field Designer Series paper. We're going to use this in Bingo, and then we're going to use this with the donkeys today. All of these colors. So this one. This is the one we're going to work with first. So let's get that out. I've got a piece of Cherry Cobbler cardstock. I think the donkey's pretty stinking cute too. The donkey photo that I shared not too long ago, I have another one as well that actually belongs to a friend of mine. And I keep meaning to ask her if the donkey has a name, and I keep forgetting. All right, so I am going to go ahead and score this at 5 1/2, and then I'm going to cut it at 4 1/4. All right, that part looks exactly the same. Now on this one, I'm going to do an additional score at 2 3/4. All right, that's the halfway point. Okay, so there and there. Then we're going to take the same supplies and do this card just a little bit different. All right, so we're going to do one that's like this, right? So, forgive me while I flip to my measurements. All right, so I need, oh, you know what? I did not grab, let me grab something I don't have over here, of course. All right, I want to grab a coordinating color. So I'm going to refer to my chart. So I told you we were going to use this stamp set. I mean, this paper here. So it's Cherry Cobbler and Flirty Flamingo. That sounds really odd together, doesn't it? All right, but we're going to do that. I'm going to grab a piece of Flirty Flamingo. I think I actually have one close by. Let's see. I do have a piece of Flirty Flamingo close by. So I love having these to reference. All right, so I'm going to set that back. And my Flirty Flamingo needs to be cut at 5 1/4 by 4. So pretty standard. Oh, actually, that's not the right one. Sorry. My white needs to be at 5 1/4 by 4. My Flirty Flamingo needs to be at 5 by 3 3/4. And it doesn't have to be that way for one of these cards, but I want to show you how we can create a different look just by swapping that out. All right, so now we need some white. So I still have a little bit of Whisper White, so this is not the new basic white. If you do not have those item numbers and need them, just remind me. I've posted them. I can post them again. So my white is for the inside, and I'm going to cut it at 5 1/4 by 4. And I'm going to go ahead and cut 2 of these. Okay, then the DSP. So here's my pack of DSP. I think that one is enough. So I'm going to use it. Set that back. Don't fall, anybody. Now, once again, have a pile over here that needs to be gone through. Okay, so this is, I need this to be 4 3/4. And, you know, yeah, 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. So I'm going to cut 2 of those. All right. Then a couple other odds and ends that I have. I cut this out with the Stitched So Sweetly dies earlier. So that little donkey I'm going to use will fit right there, or I can punch out a circle. We've got options. But I think that's all we need so far. Okay. Everybody's still with me? All right, so in both cases, this goes right to this. So I can do that on, whoops, both cards. And I'm looking at my ribbons over here going, what ribbon do we want? So this ribbon is from the, I don't know. Well, we can save that for a few minutes. All right, so let's do this to both of these. Anyway, back to that ordering glitch. You should always be able to see that you're shopping with the demonstrator that you were hoping to shop with. I hope that's me. So whether you are joining my team or shopping as a customer, you should be able to verify that you're shopping with me, and or that you're joining my team. My name should appear. That should be obvious. If it is not, then please reach out and let's see if we can't get that taken care of. I know that IT is working on this issue. They are aware. It's just not as easy to fix as we think it should be. I have some love to send out to some people from last week. Unfortunately, I do not have those names in front of me, so I will have to post that. But for liking and sharing my video, I am working to get more consistent in sharing some appreciation of that. All right, so for this card, I'm going to put this right here. And it's going to lay just like that. So I'm going to put some adhesive just down here. And just a little bit on my card as well. And then I'm going to work to center that up. Sorry. My sticky is grabbing when I'm not trying to get it to. Okay, so what I'm doing is looking at the bottom, actually. So I lined up this to give that border at the bottom, and then it made a wider border at the top. Okay, so that's that. And looks like I need to get a bone folder and make these score lines a little more definite. Okay, maybe it should be springy. It's a donkey after all that we're going for. All right, so on this one, we're just going to put this one straight down. But I want to put some ribbon on this first. So let me see what I've got over here for my choices. And I'm not sure that I'm liking. I've got white. I've got pink and white. Or got white crinkle. I got white polka dot. Kind of feel like since this white polka dot was sitting right there that it wanted to be used. Is that the way y'all see it? It kind of is my go-to anytime I'm not real sure what I want to use. I ran out. I used some denim ribbon over the weekend, but I'm out of it. So I'm going to have to replenish. We'll see. Thank you, Hope. All right, now let's put this down. And always trim those ends once I get that little donkey in place. And could pop this up on dimensionals too. I just didn't think of that on time. We'll get the donkey up on dimensionals. There. Okay, so there is our card front, basically. Now I need to go grab some more white so that I can do this card as well. But since it's going all the way around, I didn't have to have it right now. Okay, now let's stamp that little donkey on two of these. I really thought I had four. I don't know where the others went. Okay, so where is that donkey stamp set? So here he is with the rose. That's the one I'm going to use. Grab a block of he's almost too small for that, or too big for that. I always have to fight to get my blocks from one place to another. All right, this is an E size block. A little bit bigger than the D and rectangular. Now, when you are inking up your stamps, sometimes I take the ink to the stamp and sometimes I take the stamp to the ink. And I think that a lot of that is just personal preference. And let's see how this little guy. Now, if I had done this on my Stamparatus and I didn't get a clean image, I could just stamp it right again. So I'm hoping that I got a good clean image. All right, I think that's a pretty good clean image. All right. That's all for there. Now let's clean this guy. With my chamois that didn't get cleaned yet. You know, your chamois stays damp, and you just add water to it when it dries up, and that's how I clean. Everything that stays on will clean right off. All right. So now let's color these. I've got a few different blends out. I've got a dark cherry cobbler, dark flirty flamingo, and then I have crumb cake and smoky slate and a color lifter. And I like, that's the dark smoky slate. So coloring is low. Oops, I just went out of the lines. So can y'all see? Or I went out of the lines a little bit right there. I'm going to grab color lifter and just rub it a little bit. Color lifter, you know, it's not meant to be an eraser, but it does kind of help for those little boo-boos. So the stamps kind of create the path for my coloring. They have some darker spots where it would be dark or in the shadows. And of course, you know, this little donkey could have all kinds of markings. So I'm just quickly going over with the light. And I know some of you that have watched me before are thinking, she never does that. She always starts with the dark. And then why on earth did she leave the middle of his face like that? And I did that just because I was thinking I might want to give a little reflection there. We're going to give him some crumb cake wildness on the top of his head. Maybe his tail too. And then we'll come back with the dark smoky slate. And do his hooves. I hesitate to color on my Facebook Lives because I feel like That's such a time commitment for y'all. But all I'm doing with the dark is just coming back where it might be in shadow, or the stamp has kind of told me that this would be a little darker. Not trying to think too much about it. And then I'll come back with my light and blend that a little bit. So you could just start with your dark and then add your light and blend it in. And I kind of do, I don't know, I mix it up. Not for any reason other than just mix it up. And then you need to let it just kind of be to see if you've gotten it the way you want it. See, now I've gotten these legs, they look too light to me. And I'm just going to do a little flirty flamingo there. And I need to grab a green. And that's not the one I wanted. See, I thought I grabbed these first. Well, this one will work. Hello, Linda. All right, so there's one of them. Now let's color the other one. And you know what? Let's mix it up. Let's start this one. We'll start with the dark crumb cake and add the light. And you can see what that looks like. So this time I started with my dark color and then I'll come back with my light. I haven't decided about his nose yet. Right? Sometimes the hardest part is just getting the lids off. Squeaky, very squeaky blend here. I keep thinking he's gonna poop out on me. So I have a replacement ready. So I'm just kind of coloring in circles. You do want to work kind of in smaller areas. If you've got a really large design that you're coloring, don't color the whole thing with one color and then, you know, a long time later come back. You want to work with them fairly quickly. Remember, they're alcohol markers. So The ink will be more blendable the sooner you try to blend it. Okay. So there he is, and I think I'm going to give him and dark hooves. All right, oops, where's the cap? There's the cap. And just for fun, we'll do this rose in Cherry Cobbler. And it's small. I didn't try and do any shading on it. Now, I don't want him just floating out there, so I will get a So I'll take my light Pool Party, and I usually do this with the brush end. And just ground it subtly. You can also go around your colored image with Pool Party. That kind of gives a cool effect too. I'm not going to do that right now, just for time's sake. Always remember to put your caps on tightly. I didn't put mine all on tightly because I wasn't sure we were finished. All right, so this guy needs some ribbon. Oh, and remember, your blends, the more you color, the more that's going to bleed through. That's okay, because you're never going to let it be the backside to show. All right, so now let's do this ribbon around here. Okay, I might still trim that down. Now I'm going to get my donkey and some dimensionals. I kind of do one in each corner, and he doesn't need one in the middle, but I'll just put him. These are really stuck together. They do not want to pull apart. Nor do the backs want to come off. There we go. So what I just did, I put my thumbnail in the center and pressed, and that helped the edges lift. So then okay, I'm not done yet. There you go. Now we could trim that up a little bit. We could leave it long. So they look a lot alike. You might just say this one is a little stepped up, right, to lift it like this instead of opening like this. I think we could decorate the inside a little bit too. What do y'all think? So one thing that we can do is kind of trim this paper to give a little color to the inside. So I'm going to cut this at 1 inch. Right, and we're going to use this side of it. Now that white piece is cut at 4. So there's 1. There's 4. And so on this one, I don't want this on the bottom, but I'm going to put it up here. Got a piece of my hair stuck to it. Put that there. I haven't really added a greeting. Now this one, I'm going to come over to the bottom. Okay. And let's see what our greetings are. So we could stamp another one of the donkeys on the inside. That would be super cute. It would be really cute over here. Or we could just pick one of the greetings. And I think I'm going to grab this little hee-haw. Now, if you're from Nashville, that has an entirely different meaning to us. And I'll stick to the black ink. So for this one, things on my desk. I think I'm going to add hee-haw up here, and then you're the best. Right here. I have one other idea for this. And then for this one, I'm not sure. Well, I kind of have an idea. Let's see. This may be too much. But there's only one way to know. I like him over here. And I'm not necessarily going to color him. And I've got this space right here. Or I could add a thought bubble. or hold tight. There's something in this box that I think we need. So I have dies, but this punch, this is the Lips punch, and it's got a heart here too. Whoa, missed. No, I'm not going to color it today. It would take too much time. Okay, Hey There Friend is definitely not going to fit on that. Where did... But it will fit just like that. And I'm even going to add a dimensional on the inside. Okay. So just sweet. You could add a greeting. You could add the little stars. You could stamp your hand. And then let's also put a heart right here. And there you have it. We've used the same supplies in both of these cards, right? One of them just opens up this way. One of them opens this way. And I have, envelopes. We always forget the envelopes, right? Let's see where mine have gotten to, because I think there's something else. I feel like that little, whoever it is on TV, wait, there's more. But there's not if I can't find my envelopes. Where have they gone? Oh my gosh. Well, we're just going to open some. And this, I can already tell, this is basic white. Yeah. Because I did get some of those envelopes. Okay, so let's take these little stars. Just dance them around. Oops. These are not looking very random because of the way they're placed on here. They might have even fit inside that little heart. Okay, so now we've done that. Let's, what if we put this little guy right here? Let's kind of let him hang off. All right. Now, I do have some other things that I would like to do with these donkeys, so I'll have to have more samples to show with you later on. But here are our two samples. I do need to trim that ribbon a little bit. There's that one. So what do you think? Is this something that you would do? I love that this doesn't take any more paper. It's using the same supplies on both cards. Just this, or just this, that little heart, little extra paper, and then decorate the envelopes. It looks so finished, right? Okay, now if you want the donkeys, how are you going to get this stamp set? I have two ways. One, I have a Darling Donkeys class, and it includes $50 in product so that you then get the donkey stamp set for free included in your class. And you'll have all the supplies to make, there'll be 8 cards, you'll make 4 of each, and you'll have, I don't have my list here, but you need that. You need to know what the full price is. But okay, so that's one way, is that you place your order with me. Well, you order the kit. Let me try this one more time. First way, if you'd like to get the class supplies, order the special class. And it's pretty much a to-go class, right? There'll be a Facebook Live, there'll be a video and a tutorial. But you'll get the Darling Donkeys stamp set as your celebration item, and then all of your supplies to make your cards. Plus, you'll have $50 in product. That's what's going to get you to that level. Or, if you don't want a class, you can order $50 in product and then select the donkey stamp set as your free item. So, what might you order? So let's turn to the celebration brochure and look at the samples that they used. Okay, so here they've used a pack of a Color Family Designer Series paper. They've got it listed right here, and some blends and the black Memento ink, some enameled, some of these in color dots, some adhesive. Get you to $50 really quickly. Some ribbon, and you'd be all set. You'd have your blends to color them. So you can do that either way. You can order the special class, or you could choose this as your free celebration item with your order. I always appreciate you being here, sharing my video, liking my video, and if you would like to place an order, my website and the current host code are up in the corner. Then I also will post them in the edit of the video. And I am working on a website where all of these videos, all my classes, can live in one place to hopefully streamline the process for us, for all of us. And it's going to be real easy to remember. It's just michellesalcho.com. If you go out there right now, it's not real pretty, doesn't have much to it, but this week that is a focus, is to get that website built. Please let me know how I can help you be crafty. Thank you so much for being here. If you've got questions about anything that we did today or that you would like to do next week, then let me know in the comments. Thanks so much, everybody. Happy Monday. Oh, 7 o'clock, just 1 hour from now, we'll have a regular Zoom hangout. I'd love it if you would come and join us, just hang out, work on something that you're currently working on or that you'd like to work on. Ask questions. It's just a fun, casual evening together. We hang out from 7 to 9 Central. The link is in the link is in the Facebook page, and I will also pop it back up to the top so that you have it there. All right, everybody. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.